In tonight's Ask Anthony, I have an update about this big hole in a St. Johns County neighborhood. Neighbors contacted me for help in September because for more than 4 months this hole kept getting bigger and no one was really taking responsibility to repair it. But it turns out the real problem went much deeper, literally. When the Ask Anthony team started digging into the issue, neighbors found out who was really responsible and got results that finally fixed that hole and cleared up a whole lot of confusion. Since June 1st, you've just watched this hole get bigger and bigger.
Correct.
That was back in September when we first met Christy Watson, standing beside what had become a daily eyesore outside her home in the gated Legacy section of Heritage Landing.
115 days.
115 days. 115 days.
At that time, 115 days had passed, no repairs and a lot of finger pointing. Watson and her neighbors thought their property owners association was responsible.
I thought an HOA protected you. I think that's the biggest thing, is that you're told when you go to purchase a home that an HOA is going to protect your investment. You're told that it's going to make sure that your next door neighbor takes care of their weeds, paints their house. But you're not told that you now have to deal with a hole in front of your house because they don't want to.
God forbid that there's an accident out here and a kid is harmed.
After the Ask Anthony team got involved, things changed. The road was fixed right before Halloween after 144 days of waiting. But turns out the problem wasn't that simple.
Believe it or not, it was not actually the POA that was responsible for fixing the area. It was actually the CDD that was responsible. It was due to the storm water system.
A CDD, or Community Development District, is kind of like a mini local government just for a specific neighborhood or development. When a new community is built, the developer often creates a CDD to handle things like roads, drainage systems, landscaping, and neighborhood amenities, basically all the infrastructure that makes the place livable.
CDD is responsible for all stormwater drains, which also include your curbs. So that was where there was a lot of issues that came up, that what is this us? Is this them? And they kept stopping at the curb actually as the POA, but in all actuality it isn't.
The St. Johns River Water Management District tells me they inspected a stormwater system within the Heritage Landing CDD 2 weeks after our story aired. As a result of that inspection, staff identified a drainage feature that was not conveying stormwater properly, meaning the system was not functioning as designed under its approved permit. Staff issued a letter to the Heritage Landing CDD outlining the observed deficiencies and requesting a corrective action plan. Since that time, the CDD has submitted documentation and photographs showing the repair has been completed, restoring the system to meet permit requirements.
I owe it all to you. I'm telling you, you actually brought attention to an issue that mattered.
And I reached out to the Heritage Landing CDD and the Property Owners Association for comment. No one responded to my emails, but at the end of the day, the hole has been fixed and the problem has been solved, and that's what matters. So remember, if you have a problem you just can't solve, you can always email me at askanthony@firstcoastnews.com.